You are not waiting on success. You are not begging the heavens. You are not lost, hoping to be found. You are already victorious. The moment you believe, the moment you act, the moment you declare it is so. Look not at your bank account, your title, your background, your current surroundings. They are not the measure of your reality. The true measure is your spirit, your belief, your alignment with the divine law that says, as within, so without, as above, so below. Act as if you're already successful, not someday now, because when you act as if, you do more than pretend you. Prophesy, you command. You shift the vibration of your world and call all things to align with your decree. Speak like you already are what you desire to be. Walk like the path is already cleared. Dressed like the invitation has already arrived. Make room mentally, emotionally, and physically for the abundance that belongs to you by divine right. Do not wait for the world to crown you, crown yourself. Do not wait for evidence, you are the evidence. Do not wait for permission, you are the permission. When fear whispers you're not ready, laugh and declare, I am already it. When doubt says, but you haven't seen it, shout, but I've spoken it. For the word is the wand, and the word never returns void. Act as if the door is already opened, because in truth, it is. The only key needed was your faith. So rise. Step into your success as if it's already in your hands, because it is. And let no man, no thought, no circumstance tell you otherwise. The stage is set, the curtain is drawn. Now act like the star you already are. Words are not mere sounds in the air. They are sacred instruments, charged with creative force. Every word you speak carries within it a vibratory pattern that summons either your fortune or your failure. This is no poetic sentiment, is divine law. For in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And that Word still creates, still moves mountains, still calls forth worlds where none seem to exist. When you speak, you are casting a spell upon your own life. You are either declaring victory or confessing defeat. Every complaint is a curse, every declaration of doubt is an invitation to failure, and every fearful word plants the seed of misfortune in the soil of your subconscious. But when you speak with power, when you speak with faith, when you speak as if you already possess the very thing you seek, you set the universe into motion. The subconscious mind has no sense of humor. It takes you at your word. If you say, I am always broke, it obeys. If you declare, I can never catch a break, it nods and says, as you wish. But when you say, I am divinely prosperous, and all that is mine by right now comes to me effortlessly, the forces of life rise to support you. You become magnetic to miracles. You no longer chase, you attract. You must become the high priest, or a priestess of your own temple, and your words must be your sacred offering. Speak only that which you desire to see. Speak only that which affirms your greatness, your victory, your worth. Even when the evidence seems to deny it, especially, then you must speak with the tongue of triumph, for that is when faith is tested and power is born. Say, I am already successful, and say it with authority. Not because your bank account says so, not because the world applauds you, but because the truth lies within you, and you are aligning with the truth. You must call forth the invisible into the visible. You must speak of the harvest before the seed has even cracked open in the ground. Let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. Let the fearful say, I am bold beyond measure. These are not lies, they are prophecies. They are declarations of divine identity. They are reminders to the universe of who you are beneath the illusion of limitation. Your word is your wand. With it, you cast light or shadow, abundance or lack, love or loss. Use it wisely, use it daily, use it boldly. For the word you speak today will shape the world you walk into tomorrow. Let your speech be seasoned with certainty. Let it drip with divine authority. Let it echo the truth of your soul. You are already victorious. And so it is. Faith is the unseen bridge between the invisible realm of spirit and the tangible world of form. It is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. Faith does not depend on what the eye can observe or what the ear can hear. Faith is an inner knowing that transcends logic, a divine certainty that what you desire is already yours in the spiritual realm and is even now making its way into your physical experience. Faith is not hoping. Hope is passive. Faith is power. Hope waits, but faith acts. Faith moves with confidence, not hesitation. It walks into the room as if the deal is already signed, the door already opened, the blessing already poured out. Faith does not beget, declares. It does not question, affirms. When you act as if you are already successful, already prosperous, already healed, you are not pretending, you are standing in faith, and faith never fails when it is unwavering. You do not need to see the staircase to take the first step. You do not need to know the how, when, the what is already burning in your soul. When you act in faith, you walk on invisible ground, and law beneath your feet, the stone appears. The invisible becomes seen, not because you waited for proof, but because you walked forward without it. The world teaches, seeing is believing, but divine law says, believing is seeing. Faith does not entertain contradiction. It is immune to appearances. You may be surrounded by evidence of lack, rejection, or limitation, but if you hold fast in faith, none of these shall prevail. For the moment you align your consciousness with divine truth, the outer world begins to bend. People, places, and events begin to move not because you force them, but because your inner reality commands it. Doubt is the great thief. It creeps in with questions, with delays, with illusions that seem real. But the soul that stands firm in faith cannot be shaken. The soul that acts as if the prayer is already answered, the vision already fulfilled, becomes a magnet to manifestation. Divine timing begins to accelerate, obstacles dissolve, and invisible hands begin to assist you. You must feed your faith with your words, your thoughts, your posture, your plans. Prepare for your success. Speak as if it's here. Walk as if the outcome is certain, because when you act in faith, the bridge may be invisible to the eye, but to the soul that believes, it is more solid than stone. Faith is the currency of the spiritual realm, and when you spend it freely, the universe responds in kind. You are not meant to struggle in uncertainty. You are meant to move boldly in divine confidence. Speak it, believe it, walk in it, and watch the unseen world rush to make it real. Faith is the bridge and you are already crossing it. The law of reversal is one of the most powerful spiritual tools at your disposal. It is the sacred defiance of appearances. It is the bold act of behaving not in accordance with what you see, but in direct opposition to it. When everything around you says lack, you behave as if you have plenty. When the world shows you failure, you walk with the posture of triumph. When doors seem closed, you knock with confidence, knowing that what is yours cannot be withheld. This is not madness, it is spiritual mastery. The world of appearances is not the truth. It is a temporary projection, a reflection of past thoughts, words, and beliefs. If you bow to it, you strengthen it. But if you rise above it, if you dare to act against it, to invoke the higher law, you bring the spiritual into dominance over the material. And when spirit takes the lead, matter must follow. The reversal is not denial. It is divine reordering. To act against the evidence is not to ignore reality, is to shape it. You may have not a cent in your pocket, but if you walk in gratitude and speak as one who lives in abundance, the gates of provision will open. You may be overlooked, dismissed, or underestimated. But if you carry yourself with royal assurance, the crown will soon appear. The reversal is the test. The question is always, will you act from the truth of your spirit or the illusion of your surroundings? This law confuses limitation. It disrupts the rhythm of lack. It baffles the forces that try to hold you back. When you behave contrary to fear, fear loses its grip. When you smile through the storm weakens. When you give while in need, you declare to the universe, I do not lack, I live in overflow. And the universe responds with proof. But the reversal must be sincere. You cannot mimic it mechanically. You must feel it, know it, believe it, even when all logic resists. You must become the thing you desire before it becomes visible. For only then does the outer world catch up to the power that has already been ignited within you. Every action you take in defiance of your current limitation is a blow to the lie and a salute to the truth. This is how miracles are made, not by waiting, but by walking in the exact vibration of what you claim. Life responds to your energy, not your excuses. It moves when you move. It shifts when you shift. Do not wait for the evidence to change your behavior. Change your behavior and the evidence will follow. The moment you act against the limitation, you are no longer under its spell. You rise into mastery. You enter the realm of the impossible made possible. Behave as if the answer has already come, the path already cleared, the dream already reland, the law of reversal will reveal its power. Preparation is a demonstration of belief. When you truly expect your good, you prepare for it. You make room for it in your mind, in your heart, and in your environment. You do not say, "I'll believe it when I see it." You say, "I believe it, and so I act." You clear the space, set the table, and open the door because you know the gift is already on the way. That is the posture of faith. That is the language of power. That is how you co-create with the divine. Many people pray for a blessing but never create the space to receive it. They ask for a new opportunity but cling tightly to the old. They beg for love but refuse to release bitterness. They say they desire success, yet their lives are cluttered with doubt, fear, and indecision. But divine order requires room. Spirit does not pour new wine into old vessels. When you truly believe that something better is coming, you prepare as if it is already yours. If you are waiting for a new job, prepare your schedule as if you are already employed. Dress as though you are walking into your destiny. Speak as one who has already received the offer. If you are calling in prosperity, organize your finances, clear out the clutter, and make space for the flow. If you are longing for a relationship, prepare your home, your heart, your habits. Act as one who is ready, not desperate, not needy, but open, available, and whole. This kind of preparation is not busy work. It is sacred work. It is the visible sign of invisible faith. When the universe sees you making room for the gift, it knows you are serious. It sees your readiness and meets you with opportunities, connections, breakthroughs. Preparation is not a passive act. It is magnetic. It draws your desires to you because it aligns your outer life with the vibration of what you've already claimed within. You cannot plant seeds in ground that is hard, dry, or overcrowded. You must till the soil of your life, uproot what no longer serves you. Release what is not aligned. Empty what has been full for far too long, because the gift you've been praying for is not small. It requires space, energy, and reverence. You cannot ask for more while still clinging to less. You must act as if the answer is already in motion. Every drawer you clean, every thought you purify, every plan you set in motion is a signal to the universe that you are ready, not hoping, not waiting, ready. And to the one who is ready, life responds with force. Doors open, delays dissolve, and what you've been waiting for comes not as a surprise, but as a confirmation. Prepare in faith, move in certainty, and the gift will not delay. Make room now, for your miracle is already knocking.